Dude, we're gonna crush it. Oh man, dude. I'm about to give my main man a behind the scenes look of what it looks like living the life of Alex Willis. He gets to see all the habits, all the potions I mix up to stay healthy on the road, to keep from getting cold or sick, all the routines of working out, meditation, daily affirmations. He'll see me in the mirror doing the daily affirmations. It's gonna be a blast, man. Have a good time. Let's rock and roll. Oh, dude. Every day, Monday night, leave out at 8, latest flight as I can, because I get a chance to hang out with the girls. And that means I'm getting to a city at 12 to get up, 4:30 for your habits, to get to 7 o'clock training, man. So it's like that every day, coming back on Friday usually, or sometime Thursday night. So that's why weekends are important to me, to try to make them real special with the girls, as well as Mondays usually a great day to take them to school and have a good time. So it's kind of the deal. I've been super excited because for the first time I have an entire week, no training, just all selling. So I get a chance to go out and tell people about our product, what we do, how we change lives, talk about testimonials, and just talk about their companies and what's important to them, and how we can help them reach their goals. And so for me, I'm learning more and more that that is where my passion lies. And so as we grow the company, as we scale, I'm really finding my place as CEO, saying, wow, dude, you're great here, you really like doing this, and that's important. So we'll see, man. So we're still morphing into leadership surge into what it's going to be in the future, which will be the leader in construction training and development. What that looks like, we don't have all the parts, but we'll see. So for years, when you get these routines going on, you get tired, you get frustrated, you get bored, you just want to quit, right? And so for years I would do that. I would quit, I would stop, because I thought that I was tired, bored, I'm tired of the routine, I was in love with the results, but tired of the routine. And what I realized probably about 2 years ago is that it's not that my body or life is asking me to quit. And it's not necessarily that I need to quit, I just need change, right? And so therefore, instead of quitting, I began to intensify my habits. And so intensify the workout, take it up higher, intensify how you manage your time. And as a process, in the process of doing that, I realized that that worked for me, right? I didn't have to just quit or stop. I just needed something new to do, something exciting, something different for the body, different for the mind. And as a result of doing that, I continued the same path of success, as well as my results continued and even increased at times because I increased those habits. So if you're finding yourself tired with routines, we're about to get an announcement in a second. All seat, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, I hope you got your seat assignment, man, because this plane is taking off. Because me and my main man behind the camera, we're heading to Denver. But so it's about finding your patterns and those routines, not quitting, not getting tired of them, but finding ways to intensify them and add change. So instead of quit, add change to them so you can be successful and continue the results and continue to get better. So you got to find ways to get back to the place that you really want to get to, and not allow frustration or emotion to drive you and just stay just at those heightened levels for long periods of time. People do that with anger, people do that with stress, frustration, and it keeps you from being productive. So you got to find quickly how you can pivot back, not allow those things to keep you out of your, what I like to call, zone for long periods of time. And so you have great relationships still, great with Sabrina, great, back in the work action, and no time lost. So number one is I separate the trigger from the actual cause. So a lot of times, the person is just a trigger. So you're pissed off at the person, but really they're not the cause, right? The cause is I'm time management and time and thinking through that right there. And so one, I separate the person from the actual cause of anger or whatever, frustration or whatever it is. The second thing for me that works is I begin to put myself in the other person's shoes. And so it requires me not to be selfish, which I can be real selfish at times, and it requires me to say, okay, Alex, yeah, you want to get work done, you want to get to Denver, you want to fly now, but Sabrina's trying to get some things off of her plate that's going to help her with her stress level as well, and so by doing that, it helps a ton as well. So those are two techniques that I've really found to work really well. Separating the person from the cause as well as putting myself in their shoes helps a ton. So there we go, man. Now, back to scaling up. About to check it out.
Welcome to Delta Flight.
Atlanta, the home of Ludacris, the Kimbe Mutombo. Oh, the person I want, and you're on camera too. You're on my YouTube channel. Oh, Jill. Jill, come on back. Wait a minute. Guys, this is the best Johnston & Murphy in the country because of that young lady right there in the back. Jill, come on out, Jill. Come on out now. We gotta make a sale. Come on. For the record, she is upset with me. She was not here at work, and I came in and I needed jeans, and I bought them from someone else, and I told the guy not to say anything to her, and he didn't, which was great. But one pair didn't fit or something. I need to run back in here, so I came back in to talk to another guy. She was in the back, and she heard my voice and came out and found out I spent money without Jill. She was pissed. I appreciate y'all. In there, man. It's all about having fun with people that you meet, and those people are just awesome people. And so helps me pick something real quick. I don't like to shop, really. And so I can go to one place, people that know me can pick up the shoes, and you're rocking and rolling, good to go. Oh, man, here, check the socks out.
Talk to me a little more about why you should kind of stick to a specific field.
Very cool. So when you're a small company, you have limited staff, limited revenue, sometimes limited revenue, limited staff, limited cash for expenses, and so it's important that you really identify your customer and even identify your industry. So for me, for years on this serial entrepreneurial lifestyle, I was just trying to choose anyone who would give me a chance, right? And so I had customers all over the place. Just saying yes to everybody. But the problem with that is you are having to solve multiple problems from different people. And so what you end up doing is you never really become a specialist at what you do because you're always having to reinvent what you do. And you never really can go deep within an industry to say, okay, what are some larger industry type problems that I can have that I can really begin to solve to make a difference, right? And so for me, construction is where I've really found passion, excitement, and a home for me because I'm able to identify problems, and over time I'm able to help more people, and it cuts my time down as far as like what I have to do as far as learning and offering value. So if I went to, let's just say, construction, education, pharmaceutical sales, and banking, then there are several different problems and challenges that each of those have. And so it may be a one-time payday that works well, but if you're trying to scale a company, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to build what I like to call the McDonald's model, something that you can bring people in and implement them and get them up to speed really, really fast to be able to add value to the customer. And otherwise, you're going to be a one-man show running crazy all over the country, solving one problem at a time versus going deep and driving change in the industry and really being the industry expert. So that's why it's important to, one, pick your industry, but then even within that industry, you really want to start kind of finding your customer. Who is your customer? And so you want to know more about your customer than really your customer knows about themselves, right? And so you want to know, I mean, I look up things like what keeps CEOs in the construction industry up at night, right? What are the challenges that a CEO of a $10 million, $50 million, $100 million company faces? And so you want to know those gaps. You want to be able to come in and talk that language, as well as you want to be able to really know what fears they have so that you can be ultra successful in solving those problems. Because most times you only get 1 or 2 seconds with them, and you need to be able to talk their language really quickly, earn their trust really fast so that they see you as someone who can help solve their problems. That's why we put stuff there.
Oh, you said how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I told him, I said, dude, this is the man right here.
No,
You're the one to talk. Dude,
I am not the man.
This is the man.
No, not me.
Runs, handles best division in Miller, does his deal. We're video blogging the trip.
Okay.
And so we talked about doing what you love and being passionate about it and going hard at it. This is the guy
Absolutely.
who's done it from the ground up, right? So, I mean,
absolutely. It is the best job I've ever had, the only job I've ever had. So,
well, James, we talked earlier about how difficult it is to be successful and how a lot of people quit. Can you share a little bit of your story and what that process was like? Because you hit that level that most people don't, right? You went from grinding out field leader to
yes.
VP. Now I run multi millions of dollars
Yes.
in areas. How what was the frustrations? Can you share any of that?
Absolutely. I would say for anyone, it's just dedication. Things are going to get tough, and you know, as things get tough, don't give up. Because if it was easy, anybody'd be able to do it. And when you're in that position, it's easy to give up. So don't ever give up. Just keep striving to do what you do. As long as you have a passion for it,
Okay.
then continue down the path, even when you have those obstacles. Because some of the best successes I've had is from the failures that I've had.
Love it, dude. Totally.
So, and I'll speak to one specific. I had a issue with a client, and I was removed from the client.
Okay.
And that was the best thing that ever happened in my
Really?
career. Yes.
Okay.
Because I was able to take a step back, reset, learn from the experience, learn from what failures took place, so I could grow from within, and that's what I did. And after that, my career took off.
Man, I love it. So I say this to our guys at Miller, James. Sometimes you have to pause for learning to catch up with you.
Absolutely.
Right? And so it sounds like you said you didn't get frustrated. You didn't just kind of go to the next thing.
No.
You took a pause. Said, okay, where did I make? Where were my challenges? Where were my mistakes? So that from one step back, I can take 10 steps forward.
Absolutely.
Love it, dude.
And if you can do that, if people can take a step back and just take a breath without overreacting or making a knee-jerk reaction, usually they'll find their way.
Love it.
So
You heard it right here, man. See, I don't have to say it. This guy. Just listen to this guy. Appreciate it, bro.
yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
Always my pleasure. Long flight, a lot of reading can get done on this flight. So we are heading to Denver, E2E conference. Should be a great time. This is where you get a chance to have industry executives really get to interact with just top of the line products. This is probably one of the elite conferences in construction in the country because you have the greatest companies, top companies in their field, but then you also have just innovative products, equipment, training, and this is your time to get dedicated time with all of those people. So it's a real intimate group, so it's not huge. It's probably, I had to guesstimate, probably 500 people max, maybe less than that, maybe about 150, 200. But you'll get just great interaction, great time, understanding the industry, knowing what's going on. So here we go. I'm gonna tune out, check out Scaling Up, learn some facts over the next 2 hours and 30 minutes, and go from there.
look like?
A little smoothie or something, you know. Power up, get ready for the day.